My name's Dianna Ramirez, and I am graduating with a Bachelor in Interdisciplinary Studies, EC6 Bilingual Education. We moved to Canada as refugees from El Salvador, so we went there under like refugee status. We were there, immigrants, new to the country. My parents didn't speak the language. Oh, it was a culture shock because we went from El Salvador, all Spanish, the music, the food, then to Canada, which was completely different. And then we didn't speak Spanish there. It was French and English. So the only place we spoke Spanish was in our house. We always felt like outsiders because of the language and customs and stuff like that we do. But it was good. I had a really good upbringing. Then I moved here when I was 18. I had my son when I was 19, my oldest son. He's actually going to high school next year. Yeah, and he got into the early college program, so I'm proud of him for that. And then after that, I was married and, took care of the house, the kids. I was working full time, and I just kind of put school on hold. But I always knew, I need to go back. I need to finish. So I felt like once I had my youngest daughter, I thought it was time to come back. I was like, okay, this is it. I need to do it now, or it's now or never. I decided to come here. One, because it was closer to home. And then two, this was the only school that kind of reached out to me once I applied. And they invited me in, and I was able to come in and talk to them about the pathway and how to get transferred. And so I just felt really welcomed. And so I think UHD, ever since I moved here, that was my school of choice. I didn't know much about the area, but I think UHD just kind of stood out. Time goes by regardless if you do something with it or not. So you might as well do something with it. And I learned that the hard way, 50 years later, here I am catching up on, something I felt like I should have done a while ago. But I feel like it goes by so fast, and if you do something productive, it all pays off, and eventually you're going to get where you want to go. And just don't give up, keep going. You can do it. There's no excuses to me. I tell my kids, I have 4 of you in school and work and everything else, and I can do it, and so can you.